What if social media isn't just stealing your time, it's changing your brain? Welcome to FactPros. Please like and subscribe. With every swipe, tap and ping, the wiring shifts. This video shows over 10 scary ways it's happening. Short, simple, real. Stay with me to the end and you will be amazed. We scroll in bed, at work, while walking. It feels harmless, but constant feeds reshape attention, sleep, self-esteem, emotions, politics, relationships. This isn't a conspiracy, it's science. Every swipe trains the brain. Let's switch on the lights and look clearly. Then we'll talk fixes. Stay calm, stay aware. Short videos and endless feeds teach the brain to crave quick novelty. It's a relentless cycle of microdopamine hits, delivered with every flick of the thumb. Each new clip, each fresh piece of information, reinforces a powerful loop. The brain learns that the fastest way to get a reward is to simply keep scrolling. This isn't a passive activity, it's an active process of conditioning. We are teaching ourselves that value comes in 8-second bursts. Anything longer starts to feel like an obstacle. Your thumb moves before you decide, a trained response. This is muscle memory, but for the mind. The conscious decision-making part of your brain is bypassed. The impulse to scroll becomes as automatic as pulling your hand away from a hot surface. It's a reflex arc, forged not by evolution, but by algorithm. The platform's goal is engagement, and the most efficient way to achieve it is to hardwire this behavior directly into your nervous system. You don't choose to see the next video. The choice has already been made for you by hours of prior conditioning. The rhythm is reward. Fast and new becomes the baseline. Your brain's reward system, the mesolimbic pathway, is hijacked. It's designed for seeking out things necessary for survival: food, water, social connection. Now it's tuned to the frequency of a digital feed. The constant rapid-fire stimulation sets a new expectation for what feels normal, what feels engaging. The world outside the screen, with its natural, slower pace, can't compete. Deep tasks feel slow. Your brain protests. It's a form of withdrawal. When you try to read a book, study a report, or have a long conversation, your brain is starved of the rapid-fire stimulus it has come to expect. It sends out signals of boredom and agitation. This isn't a character flaw, it's a physiological response. The brain is demanding its usual dose of novelty, making sustained focus feel like a strenuous uphill battle. We've widened the novelty path and let the focus path grow over. Think of it like a trail in a forest. The more you walk a path, the wider and clearer it becomes. The less you use another, the more it gets overgrown with weeds until it's almost impassable. Every scroll strengthens the neural circuits for rapid task switching. Every moment you give in to distraction, the pathways for deep, sustained concentration weaken. Lectures, books, conversations feel like chores. They demand a type of attention we are systematically untraining. This has a name: memory fragmentation. Our working memory, the brain's temporary sticky note, gets overwhelmed by the constant context switching. Information comes in, but it doesn't stick. It's pushed out by the next notification, the next video, the next headline. Recall becomes less precise. Details get fuzzy. We remember seeing something, but not what it meant. It's physical. Pathways reshape with use. This is neuroplasticity in action. Your brain is not a fixed object. It is a dynamic network that constantly remodels itself based on your behavior. The structure of your brain today is a direct reflection of what you paid attention to yesterday. The more you feed it distraction, the better it gets at being distracted. Constant, shallow distraction becomes normal. This leads to decision fatigue. Every notification, every choice to engage or ignore is a micro decision. These tiny choices accumulate throughout the day, draining your finite reserve of willpower. By the evening, your capacity for making thoughtful, deliberate choices is depleted. You become more impulsive, more likely to opt for the easy, immediate reward, whether it's another hour of scrolling or an unplanned online purchase. Being present starts to feel like a superpower. In a world that monetizes your attention, choosing where to place it becomes a radical act. The ability to sit with another person, to listen without the urge to check your device, to simply be in the moment. This is no longer a given. It's a skill that must be consciously cultivated and fiercely protected. It shouldn't. But the training is strong. This constant input also crowds out creativity. The brain needs downtime, moments of boredom and unfocused thought for ideas to incubate. This is when disparate concepts connect and original associations are formed. When every spare second is filled with content, there is no room for your own thoughts to surface. We become excellent consumers of information, but poor generators of insight. This is the foundation of the rest. The shrinking of our attention is not just one isolated problem among many. It is the root system from which a host of other issues grow, affecting our memory, our decisions, our creativity, and our ability to connect with the world and with each other. Understanding this mechanism is the first step. Deep focus, that elusive state of flow where you're completely absorbed in a task. It feels increasingly rare now, a relic from a quieter time. Yet, it's where the real work happens, the breakthroughs, the insights, the kind of work that moves the needle, that creates genuine value. It's where we feel most capable, most effective. But then, the siren call. A buzz. A ping. A flash of light. The constant stream of notifications breaks the spell, shattering your concentration into 1,000 tiny pieces. You tell yourself, just 1 second, a quick glance to see who messaged, a brief scroll to scratch that digital itch. It feels harmless, a micro break before diving back in, but it's never just 1 second. This is the myth of multitasking. What feels like doing two things at once is actually your brain frantically switching between them. This is called context switching, and it comes with a heavy cognitive tax. Each time you switch, you leave a piece of your attention behind, and the cost to get back to where you were, research suggests regaining that same level of deep focus can take over 20 minutes. But another notification is already waiting. The cycle repeats. You never truly get back in. You spend your day in a state of shallow, fragmented attention, skating on the surface of your work. Your brain isn't designed for this. It doesn't multitask. It just switches. And it does so badly. It's like trying to have two conversations at once. You hear parts of both, but understand neither. The consequences are predictable and severe. The quality of your work drops. Simple tasks take longer to complete. The rate of errors and mistakes rises dramatically. You feel stressed, overwhelmed, and perpetually behind. This is attention residue. Your focus leaks, leaving you with a diminished capacity for the task at hand. You're physically present, but your mind is elsewhere, still processing the last distraction. We've been sold a lie, that being busy is the same as being productive. It's not. Activity is not accomplishment. True productivity isn't about doing more things. It's about doing the right things deeply. Depth is the superpower of the modern economy. You try to wind down, then you pick up the glow. Blue light tells your brain it's daytime. Melatonin gets delayed. Content keeps you wired. Time evaporates. Your brain expects hits. Sleep turns shallow. Junk food sleep leaves you foggy. You start the cycle again. It feels soothing. It isn't. Awareness breaks the loop. Protect the last hour. It starts quietly, a moment of peace, a feeling of being perfectly fine in your own skin, in your own life. You're content, and then, almost without thinking, you reach for your phone. The screen wakes up, and the familiar icon beckons. You tap, you scroll, you feel fine until the perfect feed loads. Instantly, you're transported into a world that isn't yours. A highlight reel of 100 other lives, meticulously curated and polished to a blinding sheen. It's a cascade of perfect moments, each one a testament to a life you're not living. Your brain's reward system fires with each new image, a tiny hit of novelty and aspiration. But it's a double-edged sword. You know it's not real. You understand the lighting, the angles, the filters. You know it's edited. It still stings. That knowledge doesn't build a shield. It doesn't stop the quiet, insidious voice in your head that starts to whisper, "Why not me?" Each post, each like count, each flawlessly constructed image becomes a pinprick. 1,000 tiny cuts to self-worth. Individually, they are nothing. A single photo, a quick video. But together, they create a relentless assault, a death by 1,000 comparisons. This is the core of the trap. We compare our raw, unedited reality to their polished, filtered fantasy. We compare our behind-the-scenes footage to their final cut. We compare to filters, not reality. It's a battle you can never win because the opponent isn't real. Trying to match a ghost makes you small. You start to see your own life, your own body, your own accomplishments through this distorted lens. The ordinary, beautiful moments of your day seem dull and insignificant. Your own reflection starts to look like a problem to be fixed. The algorithm is designed for this. It's a setup. It pushes the most extreme, the most successful, the most perfect content to the top, because that's what gets the most engagement. Only the 10s make the grid. The 7s and 8s, the beautifully average, are rendered invisible. What you're seeing isn't a life. It's an advertisement for a life. You're comparing your reality to a trailer, your full, complex, messy, wonderful existence against a 15-second clip designed to sell an illusion. But you can break the spell. Remember ordinary joy, the warmth of the sun, the taste of your coffee, a real conversation with a friend. These moments don't have a like count. They don't fit into a perfect square, but they are real. It counts. Your mind is a space to be guarded. Protect your confidence. It's a finite resource, easily drained by the endless scroll. Recognize the trigger and give yourself permission to disengage. The antidote to the curated life is the lived one. Step away from the screen and into your world. Feel the ground under your feet. Look up at the sky. Be present in the life that is actually yours. Curate less. Live more. Notification equals dopamine, tiny reward. Post, like, buzz of happiness. Your brain learns fast. We seek the next hit. We are the puppy. Likes are treats. No ping feels like loss. Conditioning locks in. We outsource joy to numbers. It rewires reward systems. Our dealer is in our pocket. After scrolling, feel your shoulders, your breath. Content is designed to trigger. Your body goes on alert. Digital threats, real stress. You hope for relief. You get more. The loop tightens. Hyper-vigilance bleeds into life. Presence gets harder. Curated chaos never ends. You can step out. Highlight reels fuel FOMO. Logic knows it's curated. Feelings don't. It can make friends feel like rivals. Phone snubbing says the screen matters more. Parallel lives in the same room. Performing love isn't living love. Choose presence over performance. Attention is affection. Give it to the human in front of you. Algorithms feed what keeps you watching. Agreement feels good. Dissent disappears. Nuance goes quiet. Your feed reflects you, stretched. Isolation hardens ideas. Dehumanizing becomes easy. Common ground erodes. Remember the human behind profiles. Seek variety. Burst the bubble. Phantom buzzes are learned alertness. We fear missing a ping. It feels like being unplugged. Disconnected can feel unsafe. Connectivity dictates behavior. Online urgency over present company. Offline feels like invisibility. Retrain safety without the feed. It's okay to be unreachable. When posts replace presence, identity shifts. You direct your life for an audience. Experiences become content. Numbers start to feel like worth. You tailor yourself to perform. A brand forms where a person was. Looking happy replaces being happy. Step back. Be, don't broadcast. Remember who you are off screen. Social media isn't pure evil. It connects, shares, creates, but designs use your wiring. See the strings. Choose differently. Start small and consistent. Invest in offline life. It's your mind, your time, your life. The apps are designed to rewire your brain. Will you let them?